Hello survivors, I am Heaven, and I'm back with another video. Please comment, like, and subscribe to my channel, and turn on your post notifications. If you have any questions for me, please comment at the bottom of this video and ask anything you would like. Let me know how I'm doing, anything, just let me know. Today's topic will be on child abuse from my experience. I'll be answering 3 questions today, and from this whole segment I'll be doing will be different questions. Child abuse. Child abuse or child maltreatment is physical, sexual, or psychological maltreatment of a child or children, especially by a parent or caregiver. The 3 questions that I have are: what type of abuse did you suffer from? Who was the abuser or abusers? And the age. So I suffer from physical and psychological abuse. So with physical abuse, yes, I was physically abused. Belts, switches, extension cords, belts with the buckle of the belts, anything you can name, I was hit with it. And I saw so many things happen to my other siblings. So that's where the psychological abuse most times come in. So I watched one of my siblings get beat in the face to the point where the nose was dislocated or broken. They would have to go to the hospital and then tell a lie of what happened to them. My toe got broken because I was pushed into a wall. Emotional abuse, which is part of psychological abuse, having to put down newspaper to sit on it to eat. If someone throws their food in the garbage, if one of my siblings threw food in the garbage and we don't know which one did what, when, where, how, we will all have to gather around that garbage and eat it. Watching my siblings cry so bad because they was beat to the point, and I watched them get beat to the point where their clothes is just shredded. And nowadays, I'm like, it still hurts. It really does. Like, you can forgive, but you just won't forget the cry. I remember the cry of my siblings, the cry that, and I couldn't help because my parents are stronger than I am. I could not help. I was a child. The age, elementary school up until middle school, and then that's when around middle school is when one of my siblings called 911. Yeah, they dialed 911. So that's when some things subsided a little bit. Of course, I said already, the abusers were my parents. And even now, like me and my siblings and I would talk about it. Some of us would discuss it because it was really sad. Like, we've been through so much, and yes, emotionally, our heart's still broken from it, But, since I've grown up, I try not to let that stuff affect me. That stuff don't get me depressed. Nope. It doesn't steal my joy, but I sit there and think still. Most times I was abused in my home. Yes, in my home. I remember I lived on Mill Hill Ave near Bridgeport Hospital. Yes, most of my life I grew up there. Well, from my elementary school years, I grew up right in that house. If you know of someone that's getting abused, please get help for them, especially if they're young. Get help for them. You don't want them to turn out even worse. And you got to think about it. Abusers were abused. Or if they weren't abused, they just crazy. Parents, if you are able to manage your feelings, get help. Go to classes. There's so many parenting classes out there. There's so many classes out there to where you're stressed out on bills because you have so many kids, whatever the issue might be. There's so many classes out there and outreach out there to get the help that you need, because you don't want to hurt your kids and then your kids have to suffer from the rest of their life because they're scared of hearing noises from a belt. Because once I hear a noise like the dangling of a belt, like my stomach cringe a little bit. My stomach cringe bad. Like certain kids cry. I noticed that kids cry irritates me like a little bit. Like a child's cry irritates me, and it's not a bad irritation. It's just like doing whatever you can do to hush hush the kid up a little bit, because it's like to me a cry for help. I'm just like still suffering a little bit from everything. Healing has been going great. Since I was, let me see, early 20s, I've been going to see counselors and just speaking more out about it, because there's someone going through or have been through the same exact things. So if a child is watching this, dial 911. Speak to different adults at school. Just keep asking for help, because child abuse can become deadly, and I've seen it so many times in the news. Deadly, and it is so sad. It is very sad, and I'm sure people have seen other kids get abused, but they don't know what to do. They scared for themselves. They're probably scared for retaliation. But with me, if I see someone get abused or neglected, I'm definitely saying something. There's a difference between child abuse and discipline. There's the Bible says, you spare the rod, you spoil the child. It didn't say abuse the babies. So many parents are in denial because they don't want to feel like it's their fault, or they make the child feel like, no, you were acting up, you weren't behaving yourself, you, because they don't want to feel that guilt of the things that they've done. As a child, of course, certain things you're going to forget, but certain things are going to stick to you. Certain things, that trauma will stick to you. Some parents are scared of facing that truth, but the truth will set you free. I'm not understanding why. Like, it's a sad thing. Like, oh, it's the kid's fault. Oh, if it's the kid. Okay, I think about it like this. If you having so much trouble with your children, if you're having so much trouble, get some help. Get some help. It is not that hard to get help. It is not that hard to ask for help. There's so much help out there, so things don't get as bad as it does. It is so easy to get some help. So if you're able to help someone else, or to even share your story, please do so. Please don't be afraid. Don't be scared of retaliation. None of that. Because you just got to get it out. You're helping yourself and you're helping others. If you have any questions for me, please put it down below in the comment section. Please like, subscribe, and turn on them post notifications, because as I get comfortable with speaking, I'll be putting out a lot of more videos, a lot more. Be encouraged. I hope you guys have a great day, and I will see you soon. I am Heaven.